Have you ever heard of a book that no one can read? Not a single word. Today, we're diving deep into one of history's greatest enigmas. The Voynich Manuscript. This isn't just a book, it's a mystery that has baffled the world's brightest minds for over a century. What secrets does it hold, and why is it completely undecipherable? Let's set the scene. Imagine Europe in the early 15th century, a time of transition from the late Middle Ages to the dawn of the Renaissance. This was an era of immense change, where ancient knowledge was being rediscovered, and new ideas were taking root. But it was also a time of secrecy. Alchemists, herbalists, and astrologers often coded their work to protect it from prying eyes and the powerful church. Manuscripts were the hard drives of their precious, handcrafted vessels of knowledge. In this world of hidden wisdom and cryptic texts, our story begins. Fast forward to 1912. A Polish-American rare book dealer named Wilfred Voynich is exploring a Jesuit college just outside of Rome. Tucked away in a dusty chest, he stumbles upon a strange, unassuming little book. As he leafs through its vellum pages, he realizes he's found something extraordinary. It's filled with bizarre illustrations and written in a script he's never seen before. Voynich dedicated the rest of his life to solving its mystery, but he never did. Today, this perplexing artifact is carefully preserved at Yale University's Voynich Rare Book and Manuscript Library, where it continues to challenge and fascinate. It's officially known as Voynich MS 408, but the world knows it as the Voynich Manuscript. So, what makes this book so weird? First, its physical nature. It's composed of over 200 pages, made from delicate animal vellum. The entire text is handwritten in an elegant, flowing script that looks authentic, yet it doesn't match any known language, ancient or modern. The alphabet seems to consist of about 20 to 30 unique characters, but no one knows what sounds they represent or what words they form. Then there are the illustrations, which are just as baffling as the text. The book is divided into several sections, each with its own theme. One section, often called the botanical section, is filled with drawings of plants. The problem: botanists have identified very few of them. Most appear to be complete fantasies, intricate hybrids of different plant parts that simply don't exist in nature. Are they extinct species, or products of a vivid imagination? Another section seems to be astronomical or astrological. It features elaborate circular diagrams, some resembling zodiac charts, filled with celestial bodies and strange symbols. There are suns and moons with faces, and complex star patterns that don't correspond to any known constellations. It's like a map of a sky from another world. Perhaps the most famous and bizarre section is the balneological part. It's filled with drawings of small, naked figures, mostly women, bathing in a series of interconnected tubs and pools. These pools are fed by an elaborate network of pipes that look almost organic, like veins and arteries. The figures are not depicted realistically. They're simple and almost cartoonish. What are they doing? Is it a depiction of a ritual, a medical treatment, or something else entirely? The manuscript also contains what looks like a pharmaceutical section, with more drawings of plant parts like roots and leaves, alongside what appear to be apothecary jars. And finally, there's a long section of solid text with no illustrations, just paragraphs marked by little floral stars in the margins. It's like reading the index of a book you can't understand. The sheer strangeness of it all has fueled endless speculation. Over the last century, 4 major theories have emerged to explain what the Voynich Manuscript could be. The first, and most straightforward, is that it's an herbal manual. In the Middle Ages, herbals were essential medical texts. Perhaps this book documents the plants and remedies of a specific region, written in a local dialect or a cipher to protect valuable healing knowledge. The strange plants could be stylized representations or simply species that are now extinct or unknown to us. The second theory is that it's an alchemical text. Alchemy wasn't just about turning lead into gold. It was a complex philosophical and spiritual pursuit. Alchemists were masters of secrecy and used complex symbols and codes to document their experiments with elixirs, the philosopher's stone, and the secrets of creation. The bizarre imagery, the bathing figures, the celestial charts, all of these could be elaborate allegories for alchemical processes. Then there's the third, more cynical theory. It's all a brilliant medieval hoax. The idea is that someone maybe a clever con artist, created this intricate book to sell to a wealthy, gullible patron. Emperor Rudolph II, a known collector of curiosities, once owned the manuscript and paid a huge sum for it. Perhaps the creator knew that a book no one could understand would be seen as immensely valuable, containing the ultimate lost wisdom. It would have been an incredibly elaborate and expensive prank, but not impossible. Finally, the fourth theory is perhaps the most romantic. The manuscript is written in a lost language, not a code, but a real, natural language that has since vanished from history without a trace. It could have been the language of a small, isolated community, or an attempt to create an entirely new, artificial language, much like Tolkien's Elvish, but for a very different purpose. This would explain why the text follows certain linguistic patterns, but remains indecipherable. With so many theories, what does modern science have to say? For a long time, many believed the manuscript was a modern forgery, but in 2009, a team of researchers at the University of Arizona put that idea to rest. They performed radiocarbon dating on a small sample of the vellum. The results were conclusive. The vellum was made from an animal that lived between 1404 and 1438. This firmly places the book in the early 15th century, confirming it as a genuine medieval artifact. Science has also been used to analyze the text itself. Statisticians have studied the frequency and arrangement of the characters. They found that the writing isn't random gibberish. It follows distinct patterns, similar to those found in real languages. For example, certain characters appear more frequently than others, and some combinations of characters are common while others are rare. This is known as Zipf's law, and the Voynich script follows it. This suggests there's a real structure to the text, making the hoax theory a little less likely. If it's a hoax, it's an unbelievably sophisticated one. More recently, artificial intelligence has been thrown at the problem. Researchers have used AI algorithms to compare the patterns in the Voynich script to hundreds of known languages and codes. Some studies have claimed to find links to ancient Hebrew, Proto-Romance languages, or various Asian scripts. One AI even suggested that the text was written in a form of coded Hebrew and managed to translate a sentence, claiming the word for plant was associated with the first plant illustration. However, none of these AI-driven breakthroughs have been successfully replicated or widely accepted. The code, if it is a code, remains unbroken. And so, we are left with a collection of profound, unanswered questions. If it's not a hoax, why did someone invest so much time and resources into creating it? The vellum, the pigments for the illustrations, the ink, and the sheer man-hours required would have been incredibly expensive in the 15th century. This was not a casual project. It was a major undertaking. Who was it for? Was it the personal notebook of a lone genius, an alchemist, a mystic, or a visionary? Or was it created for a secret society, a guide to their unique beliefs and practices? The bathing scenes, in particular, suggest some kind of communal or ritualistic activity. And the biggest question of all, what knowledge is hidden within these pages? Is it a lost encyclopedia of the natural world? The key to eternal life? A forgotten history of the human race? Or is it simply the beautiful, intricate, and ultimately meaningless ramblings of a very creative mind? The Voynich Manuscript is a perfect mystery. It's a locked room with no key, a message in a bottle from a world we can't comprehend. It's a testament to the fact that even in our modern age of information and technology, there are still secrets the past refuses to give up. Every year, new theories emerge, and new technologies are applied, but the book remains silent. Its pages filled with elegant, unreadable words and illustrations of a world that may or may not have ever existed. It's a beautiful, frustrating, and utterly captivating puzzle. What do you think? Is the Voynich Manuscript a secret code, a lost language, or the most elaborate hoax in history? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical mysteries. See you next time.